Hi, of all the books you might see if you walk into the bookstore during this holiday season, and we are at the holiday season, as you well know, we picked out, there's about a dozen here, and I think most of them have something to do with the Berkshires. We're going to start with John Healy's book, April in Paris, which I have not finished reading yet, but a customer pointed out on page such and such and such and such. Mr. Tannenbaum was the defense attorney, so we're going to have to read this one and find out what he thinks. John Healy, it's about a recovered memory. It takes place in the Bronx. It takes place in Paris. It takes place in the Berkshires. Good book, John Healy, great guide. Braiding Sweetgrass, no local connection here, except you people have been buying this book in droves. Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. We have paperback. We also have a hardcover edition. Hey, back to local, Justice on the Brink, Linda Greenhouse, who will be at the Stockbridge Library in January, which will be coming up very soon, even if you don't believe that, for a live event at the Stockbridge Library. I think it's January 15th, but you can check their schedule. Kevin O'Hara, we have a couple of these left of the first printing. I hope they're going back for a second printing. This is Kevin O'Hara's Christmas Journey. You know about that. Back to the Supreme Court, Peter Canellis, The Great Dissenter, the story about Justice Harlan in the Gilded Age, who was the only one who dissented over all the cases that deleted all the advances made by the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments in the late 19th century. And Peter will be at the Lenox Library for a Zoom event, we think November 30th. It might be live, but it's probably going to be Zoom. And we do have signed copies of this book. How I Got Brainwashed, you know Betsy's book. We have signed copies of that. Berkshire Farm Table, Elisa and Rob Bildner, their book, people are loving it. Hey, here's Danny Klein's Schmagoogle. You know what a Schmagoogle is? It's someone who, if you Google him, nothing turns up. Danny Klein, Plato and a Platypus, those books. Rebecca Solnit, I know I'm going fast, but pay attention. Rebecca Solnit discovered that George Orwell planted roses at his house in the 30s. George Orwell, who we know as the writer of the Homage to Catalonia as Animal Farm, 1984. Rebecca Solnit, who is one of our most favorite writers, has written a book about what she discovered about Orwell's love for roses. Oh, the boy, the dog, the mole, the fox, and the horse. A great children's book. It's been selling all year long since it came out a year ago, Christmas. This is your chance to get. We have copies of this one now. Dave Eggers, the paperback of The Every. Dave Eggers' new book. People have been wanting this one. And last but not least, and it is a Berkshire connection. Patricia Highsmith, Letters and Diaries and Notebooks, 1941 to 1995. Patricia Highsmith. We only have one copy of this left. Come in and get yours now. We have more on order. She spent summer here, something like in a cabin in the woods. Everybody's been looking for that cabin in the woods, either hers or their own, ever since. But Patricia Highsmith had that, and who knows what you're going to find in this book. 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday, 10 to 4 on Sundays, closed Thanksgiving Day, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.